Alrighty, so I wanted to make an update video to my situation with DC Legends. Possibly, if you may recall, I made a video, I don't know, maybe a week ago. Whoops, why is their audio on? Talking about how there was a lot of issues going on. The game was like zoomed in everywhere. There was events like up here that I couldn't compete in. This one actually, right now, Gazing into the Void, I wasn't able to initially compete in because the very first battle starts off with, I wonder if I could do this. I'll just do it for the purpose of showing this. It starts off with them two talking, and so it was zoomed in, and I wasn't able, ooh, you can't see it now. Oh well. But I wasn't able to get by them talking, the little like cutscene. So I'm stuck, and I wasn't able to do this. We had an event for what's her name, Poison Ivy. I wasn't able to compete in that one properly. This event that we're at now actually is the second time coming around. These always come around twice when you have a new character. So the first time it came around, I was only able to get like 95% of the way done. The very final stage right here that I'm not up to yet in the retry. But the final stage I wasn't able to compete in because that's when the issue started, and there ends up being a part where there's talking again. So they're big and I can't get to the skip icon. So anyhow, there was other issues that I showed, such as Salvatore wasn't showing. Well, now you see him, he's right there. The superpowers tab was weird. Now I've got it normal. But anyways, ranking up the gear was weird. I figured out how to do this, but I couldn't actually rank them up. So it was just a lot of issues going on. And I guess to my credit, I actually tried very hard to reach out to all avenues affiliated with this game, so that way then I could try to get an answer. I reached out on Twitter. I couldn't DM them. They don't allow DMs, I guess, because I didn't see a way at all that I could do this. But I sent them a message like at DC Legends and at Warner Brothers. Hey, there's an issue with your game. I even tagged, I couldn't tag the whole video, but I tagged a portion of my video. I think it was like 2.5 minutes long, just so then they could see what I was talking about. I uploaded my video that I made that's uploaded here on YouTube. I put it on TikTok as well. And I had some email conversations with a representative from, I don't know what it was from, WB Support, I think. I had 3 messages back and forth. On my final message, I sent them the link to my video and said, here, just take a look at this. This better explains it than me trying to verbally, writing, texting, emailing, describe to you the problems that are going on. This video that I made shows the problems. And basically their response was, well, thank you for this information. At this time, there's nothing that I can do other than forward this off to our development team, and they can issue a ticket and take it from there. Well, that's all an internal problem, or internal function, I should say, not problem, because I didn't get any emails, I wasn't CC'd on anything, so I don't know what's happening with the ticket. Maybe it never got submitted, maybe it did, and they're just not putting priority on it. I don't know. So, anyhow, just today I was like, this is getting old. Like, this game is becoming unplayable. And I get it. It's just a freemium game. It's a mobile game. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. But for me, it is a big deal because I put a lot of time and effort into this game over the years. I've been playing this now for, I don't know exactly, maybe 5.5, 6 years, something like that. I've been playing it for quite some time. And that's a lot of my time that I put in, a lot of my effort. There was times where I planned things out, like to make sure I'd have enough gems for an upcoming event, so then I knew I could get the refreshes and everything. So there's a lot that I put into it. I don't want to just throw it away. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just some game I just started, which as a side note, as you're watching this, I keep losing. This is something that pisses me off all the time because this game is insanely imbalanced, and that's one thing they need to fix. I know they never will, because 6 years in they still haven't. But like, in the grand scheme of things, look at this team. They are significantly weaker than me. Since my channel that I'm posting this on is primarily about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, in relation to my enemy team, my team is basically Relic. You could say that I have 2 Relic 1s and 2 Relic 2s on my team, where them, you know, they have 4-star legendaries, so that means it's like, how can I relate that to Galaxy Heroes? It would be something like Gear 12. Like, obviously the relics would be better, and my guys aren't that bad, that's why I put them as my main squad, but how much you want to bet I'm gonna lose for some stupid, pointless reason? Anyways, side note, that's another thing I'm annoyed about all the time, constantly losing. And the other problem is it takes so long to upgrade your characters that it's like, I can't even really do anything about this, I just have to deal with it, basically. Anyways, though, so I did some research. So first I looked up known issues in DC Legends. And what came up was articles from like 2017, 2019. I was like, well, I don't want that. I need something current. So, because this is an issue that's happened around late September, early October, 2022, not 2019 or anything. So then I typed in, maybe it's this. So I had thought that my issues that I was seeing were due to the iOS update. Obviously, iOS means I have an iPhone that I play this on. So I thought, when I updated my iOS to iOS 16, I thought maybe that's what happened. Maybe there's some kind of, you know, the developers need to update it to accommodate iOS 16 and they haven't done it yet, so that's why I'm having issues. So I looked that up. I said iOS 16 DC Legends compatibility or something like that. And I ended up finding an article on Reddit. Of course, it wasn't through DC Legends, it wasn't through WB Games or anything like that. Nope, it's not the developers telling you about a known issue, it's the community discovering it. Like, go figure. That kind of seems improper. Like, the developers should know about their problems, they should be telling us about them and talking about ways to fix them, not the community. I mean, it's good that the community's there to do that, but, you know what I mean? Like, the community should be secondary. It's kind of like a lot of my Developers Insights videos I make and stuff. The developers obviously put it out there first, and then I make the video. It's not like I'm making the video because they're not putting the information out there, but that's kind of like what's happening here. But anyways, so what I ended up discovering on Reddit is actually a ridiculously easy fit, and it's fix, not fit. And it's kind of annoying because I'm like, seriously? Like, that's all I had to do? I wish I would have thought of this. Thought of trying this. It's not something I thought of. Like I said, I reached out to the developers and stuff on multiple different platforms. I uninstalled the game and reinstalled it, thinking maybe that would do something. And really, all the fix is something simple. So, for now, until they come up with a patch or something that supports iOS 16, for now, what you have to do is make sure that your phone is in landscape mode before you load up the game. So for me, I always keep it locked in portrait because for the most part, that's how I want it. Like, it's annoying if I'm like texting somebody and then you put your phone down and it switches to landscape. Then you want to go back to portrait and it just won't. It's annoying. So I just keep it locked in portrait. That way then I know exactly what my phone's doing. But yeah, I tried it and it worked perfectly. So all I did was unlock it and then I turned my phone to landscape mode and then I hit activate the game. Or I hit the app icon to activate the game and it works perfectly. However, something I have noticed is you have to have your phone in like a landscape position first. So it has to be unlocked and it has to be in a landscape position, or else it'll still open weird. It'll still have problems because that's what happened right before I started this video. I turned the portrait mode, the unlock, unlocked it so then it could go into portrait, landscape mode from portrait mode. But I was still kind of holding my phone portrait, thinking that would be good enough. And the load screen gives it away right away. The load screen is kind of narrow. It's like a 4:3 ratio instead of 16:9. So I'm like, what? Why is it still like this? And then I'm like, don't tell me that was just like a short one-time trick that just happened to work by chance. And then so I closed it down and then I reopened it, but this time had my phone fully in landscape mode and it worked perfectly. So basically that's the fix. Just make sure your phone is very much in landscape mode and it should load just fine. It's kind of goofy that's the situation, but it's better than nothing. And at the end of the day, it's actually a pretty easy fix. It could be something more annoying, like, oh, well, you gotta you gotta make an account, you gotta log in, you gotta do this. No, it's pretty simple. Just put it in landscape mode. Oh, okay, I can do that. So yeah, I just wanted to make this update video just in case there is anybody else out there that's having the issue and been struggling to find answers like me for the past week and a half. I did notice that my video had a couple of likes, 2-3 likes on it. I know it's not a lot, but still, it made me think maybe whoever saw the video had the same issue and that's why they were liking it, because they could relate. So just in case, I figured I would make a follow-up video on the solution. That way then, if you're having that problem, you can fix your game as well and start playing it fully again, because the way it was working before, it was basically a broken game and almost unplayable. Like, there was a lot that I couldn't do. Like I said in the beginning, I missed out on a couple of, basically an event and a half, and it would have been 2 events if I didn't get this fixed, because the new event, like I said, I wouldn't be able to do, because right out the gate, you have the 2 characters talking to each other, and I can't skip it, because they're zoomed in and stuff. So, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to make this because it was very relieving when I found the fix, and just want to possibly help anyone else out. So yeah, thanks for checking this out. Thanks for checking out the first one if you did as well, and putting some support on that so that maybe it can gain some traction. And yeah, until whatever comes next, that's it. See ya.